When I started running, I went all in on it, and I did some wild things over the course of about 2.5 to 3 years where I ran three 100-mile races. I won a 50 miler, ran some other 50 milers. I ran 10 marathons in 10 days, and I had this running streak that was 933 days long, 2 miles or more every single day. And the first 2 years, I was just crushing it. I think a lot of it had to do with fitness stuff I had done in the past that set a good base and just my commitment to it. And I was really excited. It felt like I couldn't be beat. I set a sub 3 hour marathon. It was my first official marathon that I had ran. And I just felt like I was only going upward, like I was only progressing. And I would hear people talk about being overtrained or burnout. And I was like, I knew that was a potential, but I just didn't see it coming until I got like smacked in the face. And I just hit this like incredible burnout with like, I don't know if it was adrenal fatigue or just high stress levels, but I started becoming incredibly exhausted even if I was just running 3 miles and not doing strength training or yoga. I would sleep 15 hours on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. I'd have to take naps in the middle of the day. And this was one of the things that helped me become a better runner. And it took a lot of work and perspective and shifting the way I looked at it. But this is one of the things that I think made me even better, even though I'm not as fast as I was as I get back into training. I've been like, I had to take basically a year and a half to like a year and a half off. And I was still kind of running, but it just did not feel good. Like the 2 mile run at 11-minute mile pace was just so not painful physically, just it was exhausting. It took so much effort. My heart rate was super high. I wasn't sleeping well. And the point I'm getting at is the thing that helped me become a better runner was one, it getting taken away from me, but thinking about what if I never ran again. And I want to explain this more in depth because it took a lot of work and sitting with it. I've, over the last 5 years, decided like running is what I want to do. And especially in those first 2.5, 3 years where I was very consistent, it just was going to be my life. Like it is my life. And the problem with that is I was not present in the other parts of my life. At the most, I might be training 5 to 6 hours a day, depending on the long run and strength training and yoga. But it's not always that. Sometimes more like 2, 3 hours. And of course, rest days and recovery days. And what was going on is I was so focused on my next workout or what I had to do in the morning, or did I do enough is something I would ask myself a lot, that it was just taking me away from simple things like family dinners. Like I was there, I just wasn't present. Or I'd be at work and being distracted. Or even after I finished a workout, I'd wonder, did I give my all? Or should I have added another mile? Or man, I didn't stretch for 40 minutes. I only did 20 minutes. Like those type of things that happen, especially as maybe someone with a perfectionist mindset, which I've worked on a lot and I've been able to just remove myself from that mindset. I want to work hard, but I'm just not as obsessive as like just the thought of I'm not doing enough and it's not enough. And so when running was taken away from me, where I had to stop my running streak, it didn't feel good. I was faced with this idea or thought of, was this just a phase? Like, did I just do a lot to learn what I needed to then apply in different areas of life? Which sure, that's definitely part of it. But I was kind of wondering if I'd ever come back to running or if I would love it again. And as I thought about this, one of the things that opened up in my mind was, yeah, I can be a runner and I can give it my all. I'm just not only a runner. And if I never ran again, where is my life of value just to myself and other people? And I found that was being present with family, and that was not stressing over if I did enough, right? Like I'm already a hard worker and I'm going to work hard, and sure I can reflect and be like, hey, maybe I should have changed this, but I was way too obsessive about it. And so I think one of the things that can help maybe you, if you're listening to this and going through something similar, or things are going great and you're just setting PRs and you're happy and your fitness is climbing, I think it's worth the thought and meditation of what am I or what do I do, or who am I if I never have running in my life again, or just what am I beyond running and fitness and training. And once that happened, one, there was less pressure, which I think helps in a lot of ways. Like I'm a big believer in pressure. It forms diamonds, right? But just this like toxic mindset of pressure where you're not enough if you don't do this, or even if you do something, you're still not enough in running. That's definitely going to help with becoming a better runner, in my opinion, if you can mitigate that and just love the sport opposed to hate yourself when you're involved in the sport. And the other part of this is I just became more present and better in the other areas of my life, which feeds into running, in my opinion, because when I have a great family evening and good, enjoyable dinner, a good time, I'm present, I'm fulfilled. And then when I get to running, I don't know, life is just better. So I start the run feeling better. And whether it changes my paces or not, I think, or my splits or my heart rate, the point is life is better. And when life is good, things that I put my energy into are better, right? I know there's times where we're in the shit and we still have to work anyways and get things done. I want to go through life loving it and I want to enjoy it. Our time here is so short and mortality is constantly on my mind. And I just don't want to be, and maybe it's different for other people, I just don't want to like grind always or hate myself while I'm going through life. I want to enjoy it. I want to get the most out of it. I want to love. I want to experience peace. And I'm not against chaos and suffering. In fact, that's a big part of why I do what I do. It's just important to me to have a very full life. And I think that year and a half or 2 years of kind of being away from running really helped me with that. And now that I'm back, it feels more wholesome and much more healthy mindset wise. And also, I'm kind of glad I'm not doing the streak anymore because that was a lot. Now I'm in just a typical type of training cycle. So hopefully you get something out of this. It's worth the meditation in my mind to think about what are you outside of running. And I had heard people say this on podcasts or people would tell this to me, but I guess I just had to go through that burnout to realize that myself. And now I feel like I'm a better runner. And more importantly, just a better Reese Jones, just a better human that is present, loves life, and enjoys the things he's doing when he's doing it. And then when I come to running, I get to enjoy that too. My name's Reese. If you like running content, excuse me, that's what this channel is about. I'm just trying to help people learn from my mistakes. And this is my life. So I spend a lot of time trying to improve things. And if you get something out of this, that's all I could ask for. So I hope I get to see you in another video sometime soon. Peace.